Hi everybody, this is Justin Udy with Justin Udy and Team Real Estate. Today I want to just talk to you about our housing shortage and how you can benefit and what you should expect from it. A couple facts that I want you to understand is number one is that we have had this, in our last video we talked about job growth, where our job growth we were number one in the nation between 2010 and 2017. Behind us was California and Florida. So we've had this extreme job growth that is happening. Now, our household size is the largest in the nation. We're at 3.14 people per household. And when you compare that to the rest of the nation, it's significantly high. And let me just tell you what this came from. Is we recently had sold a $950,000 home, a $675,000 home, another duplex, and another one that was a $650,000 property. Now the average price point of the market is really ranging between that $300,000, $350,000, depending on exact location. But let me tell you, people were very interested in these properties because they offered a mother-in-law apartment, they had extra bedrooms, it had its own access. Because what we're finding is as we have had this increase in prices in the market, up over 10% last year, but only an income of less than a full percent in income growth, we're finding that people can't afford the properties. So 3 things I want you to think about as we're getting into the next kind of cycle of the market, as we're finding this challenge, almost like a California market in the past, is one, that if you, number one, have a mother-in-law apartment or you have that type of property, it may be underutilized and you may be able to benefit from that. Now, your city ordinances we need to check, and that may be something you're either leasing out or something, but you may be able to sell that and get into something better because its value at that location is significantly higher than maybe you're considering. 2, expect household sizes just to be bigger. We're seeing a number of households where families are now coming back home and staying and living, and they're not so much saving and buying another home. They're kind of staying there saying, this is where we're probably gonna be for a while. So if you're buying another home, just consider the fact that you have ample space, bedrooms. Know that a mother-in-law apartment, a full access apartment, or full access, like a full basement access, which is completely different than going through the house, is a value. And that you may end up paying a little bit more of a premium that you're maybe thinking, and you need to make sure you have enough parking for all those folks that are gonna be there. The final thought to consider is, as we are growing into a market like this, let's just make sure that when we're getting into that next home, we are finding the property that we can stay there a little bit long-term, and we're considering the fact that people may be coming back and living with us. Because you just hate to have a property where it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I've sat down with folks and they're like, man, if I knew all my children would be having these issues in the next 3, 5, 10 years, however long, they're like, I just would have got that extra bedroom and bathroom so they had a place to stay. Rough times fall in times when we just really don't expect them. So sometimes I'm just thinking, as the market we're having this shortage, let's just consider the fact that we may need to be a little bit more responsible and just kind of figure, what do we maybe need to do a little bit different for that next generation? And if you have a chance to go to city council meetings, please go. If you're voting on townhomes and different things and you're hating it, understand that's the next generation. Consider that maybe raising your hand saying, I do approve it. And it's not because you want a number of townhomes and things that are condos that don't add value. You want them to add value to the community. But we need to just think about, what is the next move and how can we help support that next generation so that they're homeowners also and not having to live with mom and dad. Anyway, hope this is great. If you folks need anything, please reach out to us. We can get you numbers, statistics, and data. If you have ideas for videos, please let me know. I want to make sure I'm getting you the data and information that you want to hear, and hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.